Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's JudiciousFire, and I am here with Dynamica. Dynamica is the new dragon in Castle Clash. We're going to look at what this dragon does. We're going to look at possible builds for this dragon, and in addition, we're going to look at the many different upgrading systems involved and how I built my dragon. Is this dragon good? Let me show you something. I was able to get an HBM AK time of 1 minute and 26 seconds, putting the new dragon on my HBM AK team. And each one of those members of that team is important, but the MVP has got to be the new dragon. He was cutting through damage capped heroes like it was nobody's business. Ended up being a great time. Okay, Dynamica, he's going to summon an energy sphere. Two random enemies get hit with it. There's an area of effect around them. The energy sphere deals attack damage based on how high his attack goes. The surrounding targets get hit every 0.2 seconds for 5 seconds. So that it ends up being 25 consecutive hits. The damage ignores anybody who's got a true piety or a Rambard effect or an occultist effect, anything that turns damage into healing, it ignores that. It also ignores any hero that has a damage cap, like Dovekeeper and Zephyrica. So we've taken Zephyrica, added the ability of Dark Mage, added the ability of Valiant Saintist, and Bloody Mary. In addition, he has a damage cap. Now, this damage cap is in effect when he has less than 50% health. Damage cap kicks in. He can't take more than 40,000 damage at a time. And during that time, he's recovering 6% of his health every second. He also becomes immune to every single condition or bad thing that can happen to a hero that's in the game of Castle Clash. I have two builds, and it's the same way that I built my Demon Stalker. Dynamica, I understand he has a damage cap, and we'll keep referring to that, certainly. But that is only there when it's 50% or less of his health. That means that, in theory, the man could be one-shotted. So I do think that some damage reduction on the guy and reflect and deflect mitigation is really, really important. Both are keeping reflect and deflect to 5,000 and no more per reflect. Both of them do that equally. Wicked Armor gives an attack bonus. Dragon's Cover gives a damage reduction. Of the two, I'm probably using Wicked Armor more often because you have to have really high attack to kill the Zephs and the Doves. Even if you have the ability to cut through their damage cap, you've got to still be able to kill them and really hit them hard for a couple of million. Same thing with the Rambards that are out there. He is an auto proc hero, fantastic base defender with an Empower. And that's what I'm using right now. He's sitting on my base just by himself. And I'm just inviting people to come and enjoy. We've got a Holy Conviction. I like the damage reduction that it gives him. It just gives him more effective life. And it also gives him a better healing process. So that 6% every second, if he really needs it, and it very rarely does his health ever go down, that will be boosted by the tune of 180%. And for his traits, I went with all accuracy. He is designed to hit, and that really is the best method. We can look at a couple of different talents and insignias. Let's do that. I think that since he is susceptible to reflect and deflect, like a Wicked Armor and the Dragon's Cover, one or both of these are a great place to start. A Sacred Light is a great place to start. I think that these are the core talents in the game in terms of that they're providing damage reduction, health, and keeping reflect and deflect down, keeping your heroes alive for a lengthy battle. And then as insignias, I would probably go with I've tried Vampiric Grail. It's fantastic. I've tried Fiery Comet. He does a great job because he's such a sturdy hero and he kills off anybody that's got stealth. He also debuffs them and weakens them so much that he ends up killing them under natural circumstances. Soul Healer is a great thing to put on him. True Piety is a great thing. Silent Cover. He does very well with a Vigorous Fury, but you have to look at how you build him. There's so many layers to building this guy, and we'll look at those in a moment. So it depends on what his particular attributes are. Wicked Armor is working really well. I actually did this, and wow, it was effective. I put an Oracle's Favor on him as an insignia, and I sent him out soloing bases. Well, what's on bases these days? Mostly white Warden heroes like Rambard and Rune Master and Dovekeeper and Zephyrica. Well, I sent him out with Oracle's Favor. He just started chopping up everybody who was of the White Warden faction. It was like a sushi bar of heroes. You could probably even get away with putting a Sunder on him for certain specific game modes, but not general gameplay, I don't think. You could really up his damage. He certainly can be upped. He's not restrained in damage boost in any way, so Sacred Light again is really nice, depending on how you build him. A Brute Force, Sharpen, it's always available there and always does a nice job bringing up crit and accuracy. And Flame Guard is getting less and less reliable these days, especially on heroes that can be silenced. And he can be silenced again and affected by all conditions in the game until he reaches that lower than 50% mark. And I don't really think that in any kind of a talent form you'd want Revive, but maybe as an insignia. I chose to go with a Holy Conviction. I really think that it is the best enchantment. It's the one that's going to keep him alive the longest. And I noticed the difference in his survivability in different attack scenarios when he had it and when he didn't. And that really was the last piece of the puzzle. There are also other tremendous enchantments to choose from. Something like a Spectral Hold, again, depending on how you build the guy, a Punishing Smite. An Anti-Air Shot can even be really nice. Helps the team, also does damage against the enemy. Hyper Strength to get his attack up. He can keep healing with Healing Ritual. It's just a double healing process in addition to his skill. Holy Conviction is what I went with. Never discount a Malaise and knocking out healing to 100%. That's really very, very effective. You could give him extra attack and a little bit of reflect with Victory Lunge and go to old Forest Ward, but try to get it up high level so it can be more relied upon. All right, Dynamica has his skin. Let's take a look at that. Skin effect 11 of 20. Here he is in his normal form. Here he is in his skin form. Whether you choose to have a skin on or not, you still get all of the bonuses applied. See, the numbers at the bottom do not change, whether you have the skin on or not. Okay, he is skill level 11. He is talent levels 10. He is insignia level 100. He's got equipment level 7. And he is breakthrough 30. The Destiny system, he is the only hero in his Destiny group, so the Destiny number is very, very low. I was only able to get him to Destiny level 20, and you really won't get much more than that until you get much higher than these numbers, until we start to get other heroes in this Destiny group. That will be a lengthy process. It will be the same thing with Demon Stalker and his Destiny group. We have different upgrading system for epic heroes now. See my prior video called the Epic Heroes Guide, and it explains each one of these in detail and shows you how many resources you need and how this whole process works. Okay. I was able to get him to Relic level 24. At Relic level 24, I am prevented to going to level 25 without having 2 copies of this dragon. And I don't have that, so right now we're at level 24, and that's where we'll stay for now. Every five levels, you end up having to give a copy to the game, or 2 copies, then 3 copies, then 4 copies, and they get higher and higher and higher as you go up a 50-step ladder, and I'm not even halfway there. At level 10 on that 50-step ladder, you unlock the Refine Relic section, and these relics give you, it's like another trait system. They give you bonuses that can be as high as the numbers you see in front of you. A 100% of attack would give you 8,000 extra attack on this hero. There are 3 slots available. So you could get, theoretically, 24,000 extra attack, or any combination of these normal attributes that we see on our heroes. You cannot lock any of them, and when you press the change button, all 3 of them change. So if you get a 100% dodge and 2 others that are low, and you hit change, you'll lose your 100% dodge. I said in my prior video that it was an absolute astronomically low chance of getting 3 100%, like a moonshot chance. I got to take that back. They have this trait system set up in such a way that I think there's really only 4 or 5 different possibilities you can get. It's like 5, 15, 35, 60, and 100. And the hundreds do come quite often. So it is not a really bad trait system. I guess it's subjective, but it's not like trying to roll 2 matching dodge traits or something like that. Not at all. You'll find that, every 1 or 2 times you press the change button, maybe 100% will pop up here or there. And so I did get lucky, certainly, but it wasn't the uphill battle that I initially anticipated. So that gives him a lot of boost to his abilities. Now let's take a look at the hero assist system that is at the bottom left. I can put 3 heroes, assign 3 heroes to a slot, kind of like you garrison a tower. I can put 3 into this tower of Dynamica. And those heroes actually in most game modes get locked out. They state that they're locked into Dynamica at the time. Let's take a look at who we chose. I decided to add 3 dragons to Dynamica. And in many ways, you're getting some of the attributes that each of these dragons have. And when the 3 dragons are added together to our man here, we get all of this. Almost 20,000 extra attack, almost 500,000 extra health, almost 5,000 extra accuracy. You will get a 2% bonus if the hero is not evolved, 5% if the hero is evolved, 10% if the hero is evolved twice. You're seeing numbers that are a 10% bonus. Let's take a look at his final numbers. Dynamica has an attack of 110,000 plus. He's got 2.3 million health. And we see these numbers, and we see the accuracy that's given to him based on how we built him. We see the dodge boost that's given to him, and that is because we chose Levanica to put there in the hero assist slot, and Lava had a huge dodge bonus to give to Dynamica. crit and crit damage coming from Demogorgon, and a little bit of crit resist, as well as some attack and some added accuracy coming from Skeletica. So it all adds together and blends together to create one heck of a hero killing monster. Let's take him out and let's do some solo base attacks. Okay, we're going to go into hero killing mode now, friends. We're going to go soloing bases. You will find that he is a methodical base attacker. Not slow, but methodical. He will move from one hero to the next. It does take time. You will also see that he has to clear out all of the Guardian troops that are on so many bases. Once those Guardian troops are gone, then the party begins and he starts reliably hitting heroes. We're going to go with the solo base attack build. Wicked Armor, the new pet. New pet is going to reduce healing, and that is very, very important. It also does a little bit of an attack of its own. And we're going to give him Asunder. It will work on any hero that he is attacking because he has that ability. And it will do a series of hits. It'll also do real strong attack and have the capability, the percentage chance to do a strike that is a percentage of the hero's maximum health. Okay, we'll do Blitz Gauntlet attacks. We've got Z-Grown's base. Let's go up against Valiant Saintist and see how he does. Oh, and he's getting hit with a Cosmo, and he's getting hit with Dove Keepers. Okay, he just killed Valiant Saintist. Look at them. The heroes are just dropping away, just disappearing. The ones with damage caps, doesn't matter. Ones that are like a Rambard, doesn't matter. Okay, we're on to the next base. We just took out Walla Walla, and we also cleared out all the troops. Just killed off Rambard. Rune Master is gone. Zephyrica is gone. Phobos is gone. See how long Dove Keeper lasts. Lasted a few seconds. They're just disappearing. Even Zephyrica's just disappear. Coming up against one of the White Warden heroes, Rune Master. See how long this takes. About 2-3 hits. That was it. Oh, we're going to have a Valiant Saintist at the bottom. And we're going to have a... Oh, Phobos is dead. Now we start to see that transition of where the troops have now died off and the heroes start taking the damage. Now have 3 heroes killed. Take a look at Zeph. Rune Master just disappeared. Look at Zeph and Lava. Both poof, turn to dust. Starting to make that transition now of where troops begin to disappear and heroes begin to take the damage. You can see the number of heroes that are dying off. Now at 2. Ms. Magic went out. That Ms. Magic had a very, very, very high dodge rate, but the very high accuracy rate of Dynamica and the way we built them really prevented Ms. Magic from getting out of the way. Now down to only 2 heroes remaining. Killed off Dove Keeper and everybody else that was guarding. We have just this, looks like a Bloody Mary at the bottom. And Mary falls too. Fighting a Rambard now. Watching the heroes on base begin to disappear. See the kind of... Oh, Rambard just got killed. I was going to say, see the kind of damage that Rambard's taking. That leaves Rune Master, and Levanica is now dead. Rune is not going to last much longer. And you see that repeated series of strikes, those 25 hits over time. Let's go against Dove and Levanica. Got to kill off those Guardian troops. Then we're going to start really wrecking shop on these heroes. We've reached that nice phase where the last of the Guardian troops are on the board, and we start to see heroes beginning to get killed. Zoom in here. We just killed off Dove. We have a Ronin, a Tree, and a Laz. There goes another 6 heroes. We'll go right up against Rambard. Getting hit by Boreal Fox as well as Dovekeeper. And you see that he's alive and well for the full 3-minute battle. And any damage he does take, it immediately gets healed back up. If he had a Doom Balloon, this would be over in a minute. He's effectively invulnerable under the majority of circumstances. I would go so far as to say that he is, at this time in Castle Clash, by far the strongest hero that we have access to. He makes now legendary tier heroes like Saphirica and Dovekeeper. He actually makes them look weak, where they're part of the B team, and this guy is now the A team. Let's just drop our guy right in the middle of everybody. See what happens to him. He's taken out 1 hero already. See if we can ever see that damage cap actually activate when he dips below 50% health. Now 2 heroes. I mean, look at him. He's just basically invulnerable. And can easily kill every hero in the game. Big power shift in the game of Castle Clash. Now down to 5 heroes and just this Zeph. Zeph used to reign supreme with the king. And now look. Zeph's out. A new dragon has come to Castle Clash, and he's taken no prisoners. I'm going to say number 1 hero in this game, absolutely. Let's start to wrap up the video, and we'll bring this to a close. Easily best hero in this game. Really checks all the boxes. Highest survivability rate, basically invulnerable. Highest hero kill rate. Can kill every hero in the game. Nobody else can say that. Everybody's got a limitation. Everybody's got some flip side of the coin to them that makes them weak. Currently, Dynamica is sitting on the top. Really is a hero that is a game-changing hero and is never going to be the same Castle Clash landscape with this new upgrading system and this new dragon. I hope the game is treating you well, and I hope you are enjoying the new update, and I hope that your quest for Dynamica brings you close to this amazing dragon. All right, happy clashing, everybody. Bye-bye.